Welcome to Medway Park, where our staff can't wait to be able to have everyone back in our buildings after lockdown is over. Our staff have been really busy during this period getting all of our sports centres in a brilliant condition, ready to reopen to the public. There's going to be a few changes to how things have been in the past, so we thought we'd give you a quick tour of Medway Park to show you how things will look and how we can all work together to keep each other safe. Obviously this is Medway Park's measures, but there will be similar measures in place at our other sports centres when they open too. Let's head on inside. The most important message is obviously if you have any symptoms of coronavirus, please don't come into our buildings. But assuming you're fit and well, then obviously our wonderful staff will be ready to meet and greet you when you arrive. On the way in, there'll be a dedicated way in and way out system so that you don't come face to face with any other customers as you enter the building. When you do come in, hopefully there won't be too many queues, because when we reopen, every activity will need to be pre-booked. We will have a reduced timetable in the early days, and everything will need to have been pre-booked either online or over the phone. But if there is a queue, obviously please follow the signs on the floor for the 2-metre distancing. If you do need to come up to the till to pay, please do try and use contactless payments if you can, but we do have cash if that's not an option for you. You'll see our staff are protected by these screens, so please obviously be patient with them and do your best to maintain the distancing whilst in the reception area. Then, once you've sorted out what you need to do, if you head over, we have hand sanitizer all around the building. So before you come in and as you leave, please do use the hand sanitizer available. And with the barriers, we've just got 2 open, so again, we can maintain that social distance. Then as you come into the main reception area, you'll see throughout the building there are yellow arrows all across the floor. These are to help you to understand a way to pass around the building as safely as possible. In some areas they could get busy, so please obviously just be mindful of the 2-metre distancing whenever possible, and do follow the direction the arrows take you. Sometimes it might take you on a slightly circuitous journey, but that is obviously just to keep you safe. So we're going to start our tour with what's going to happen on the swimming pool side of Medway Park. As you come up the corridor, we have a one-way in and one-way out of the changing room system. So don't use the door off to the left, that will be for the exit later on. So you come up along the corridor and round to the changing areas. If you'd like to follow me. So with the swimming pool, we are having dedicated swim time slots that are available to book. This will allow us to clean the changing rooms and poolside before and after every booking. We have a smaller area of the changing rooms available, just so that speeds up that process. So the message really is to come swim ready. Shower at home and come as ready as you can be for your swim to minimise the time you need to spend in this changing room. If you do use a cubicle, do try to use the same one again after your swim, so that the same people are using the same one, and that minimises the spread of any germs. We do have the lockers available, and we don't let any equipment or towels on poolside, so please do leave all those things here in the changing room. Once you're ready, there are arrows to guide you out, and there is a one-way only out onto poolside. So once you finish in the changing rooms and have come through to poolside, you'll come a one-way system. There'll be a barrier to stop you going the wrong way, and we'll take you directly round, and I'll take you that route in a moment. When we reopen, all of the bookable swim sessions will be just in the main pool, so the other pools won't be available for the booked swim sessions, and all of the sessions will be lane swimming. So we'll have 3 lanes set up in the pool for different speeds of swimmer. We do need to ask that you don't bring any of your own equipment to the pool to use, and we won't have any of our equipment available to use on poolside, I'm afraid, just because of the need to maintain as much safety as possible for you. And as I said before, there'll be limited numbers in the pool, and we will be cleaning on poolside before and after every session. So if I just walk you through the journey you'll need to take, we'll walk along to bring everyone this way, along the back of the pool. Then use this single set of steps to be your entry point into the pool, and then obviously you make your way across to the pool, to the lane you're going into, and when you're finished you'll come out the steps on the far side, and then you'll make your way back across and out of the back to the changing area. A couple of things to mention for the discipline in the lanes. Based on Swim England guidance, there'll be no overtaking in the lanes. So if you're waiting at the end, just see if anyone needs to go a bit quicker than you might need to let go first before starting a new lane. So if you're booked in to use our gym, then please follow the one-way system on the entrance point up and down the corridor here, just again to maintain social distancing. And we have a handy hand sanitizer available by the door again, so that you can get your hands nice and clean before you enter the gym. This is the only way into the gym at Medway Park, so we've got a one-way in and a one-way out, which is upstairs. So let's head in. Now, for those of you who know the layout of Medway Park Gym well, you'll see that we have spaced out the equipment quite a lot here. And where we're not able to space it out, we have taken every other machine, such as the treadmills over there, out of action, just again to help maintain that social distancing. The rowers, which are obviously very popular, but also take up a lot of space, we've moved those to a studio upstairs so that there's just that bit more space for us to spread out the equipment. There is not a one-way system as such around the gym, so we have got arrows to kind of guide you, but the real thing is the staying 2 metres apart and being sensible with your social distancing while you're here. Cleanliness is obviously a big thing for us here in the gym. We've given the gym a very big clean before reopening, but then we have sanitising spray available for you to spray the equipment before and after you use it, and that is a really important thing we need to ask you to do. And also just not to move equipment around too much in the building. Water fountains are the other thing to mention. The water fountains, for obvious reasons, are going to be closed, so do please make sure you bring your own drink with you when you come to the gym. Just as with the advice for if you come for a swim, we would ask that if you're coming to the gym, you do come gym ready, and that also after you finished your workout, you head home and have a shower back at home instead. If that's just not an option for you, then the showers and changing rooms will be available and will be kept nice and clean for you. And once you have finished your workout, you do need to head out through this upstairs door to head for home. We come downstairs now to the smaller hall at Medway Park, and this is where we're going to be holding all of the fitness classes when we reopen. Again, we have hand sanitizer here available for you, so do that before you come in. And you'll see we have a one-way in system, so the first door is the way into the classes area, and then the following door is the way you come out. And then there is one-way directional signage on the floor. So let's go in and check out how we're going to do our classes. So as you can see, we've got the hall divided into two halves of the classes. On this side, we'll be doing the majority of the classes, and we've got 4 metre square areas marked on the floor, so that every individual who's booked onto that class will have a lot of space around them to exercise safely. The only equipment we have here is the steps, and we would ask that no one touches that equipment apart from with their feet during the class, and our staff will deal with keeping those sanitised and clean. And then across this side of the hall, we have set up a supersized spin class. It's a very popular class at Medway Park, and I know a lot of people are desperate to get back to it, and our instructors are desperate to get back teaching the class. All the bikes will be sanitised between classes, and again, they've been set up at a good, safe social distance. And just to reiterate, all classes must be pre-booked so that we can control the numbers and make sure we keep everyone safe. And finally, on our tour of the new look layout of Medway Park, we've come down to the track and to the main hall entrance area. Now, the track is not going to be available for general use unless you have a gym session booked, in which case you're very welcome to come down and use the track and do a bit of running as part of your gym booking. And for those wanting to play some racket sports, we have the main hall set up for badminton and table tennis, and those are available also to book in advance. And just make sure you bring your own equipment for those, as we're not able to hire out equipment, obviously, for hygiene reasons. When you do come to the main hall, we have a one-way in and out system set up, again for your safety. So we'll be using the ramp to access as your way into the hall. And then for those who are able, please use the steps as your way out to make your way safely back out of the building. So that completes our tour of the adapted Medway Park layout for you. As I say, we're really excited to be able to welcome people back into our buildings, and we hope that we can all work together to keep each other as safe as possible whilst getting back into doing what we love. On your way out, it's the normal way out way, and obviously, please just use some hand sanitizer as you go.